For Green Industry News, this is The Turn. Live from the Turfs Up Radio studios in Louisville, Kentucky, with coverage across the country and across the street, also across the room. Live from the Turfs Up Radio news desk, I'm Steve Anthony. In the news, Fairfax, Virginia, the National Association of Landscape Professionals has announced that the National Hispanic Landscape Alliance has become the Latino Landscape Network, with a mission to connect and empower the entire community of Latino landscape professionals in the United States. In April, NHLA became part of the National Association of Landscape Professionals to ensure a strong voice in the industry's national trade organization and building a broader national coalition to support this sector of the industry. A group of former NHLA Board of Directors members formed the advisory board of the new Latino Landscape Network and is working together with NALP staff and leadership to build a new model that connects Latino landscapers at all levels of their career and supports their businesses and career advancement. The new Latino Landscape Network, powered by NALP, directly supports Latino landscape professionals across the country, advocating for nearly 500,000 Latino landscape professionals with local, state, and federal policymakers, developing training and resources, and providing networking and mentoring opportunities. The NALP leadership is excited about the opportunity to work together with leaders of the Latino landscape community to create training and networking opportunities to help Latino employees and businesses reach their goals, said NALP CEO Britt Wood. We invite all Latino landscape professionals, company owners, and business managers to join the network. I'm Steve Anthony for Turfs Up Radio News. Now, with your Turfs Up Radio Sports Report, here's Ryan Breda.
Hello, Turfs Up Radio listeners. This is Ryan Breda giving you today's sports report. Injuries continue to be the story for the San Francisco 49ers, as both their quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo and tight end George Kittle will be out for multiple weeks. Garoppolo is expected to be out for a minimum of 6 weeks, where George Kittle will be out for 8 with a broken foot. The 49ers are 4-4 on the year. Sticking with the 49ers now, the team traded Quan Alexander to the New Orleans Saints on Monday for a conditional 5th-round pick and linebacker Kiko Alonso. Alexander signed a 4-year, $54 million contract back in March 2019 after a 4-year tenure with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Alexander joins a team who is in the top 10 in team defense. And lastly, Christian Pulisic is heading back to the injured list after suffering a hamstring injury during warm-ups for Chelsea's 3-0 victory on Saturday. Pulisic is set to miss at least 7 games for the soccer club. That's it for today's sports report. This is Ryan Breda reporting for Turfs Up Radio. Your industry, your station. Now, back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Ryan. Now let's turn to your weather across the nation. Here's Turfs Up Radio's own meteorologist, Abby Lancia.
Hello everyone, this is Abby Lancia with Turfs Up Radio reporting your national weather forecast for Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. It's going to be a little chillier today. We're seeing some frost advisories in some states, eastern Georgia and South Carolina included in that. And then we have some lingering snow in the forecast in the northeast, not as consistent and not as much as yesterday, but we could potentially see some scattered snow in New Hampshire and Vermont, as well as parts of New York, Burlington 36 degrees today, and New York City at 49. Looking to the southeast, 65 degrees in Atlanta, 78 in Tampa, and 79 degrees in New Orleans, all with some sun. In the Midwest, we'll be seeing temperatures from the high 60s to 70s range, 66 in Minneapolis, 75 in Kansas City, 77 in Dallas, Texas, and 76 degrees in Denver. We're not expecting any rain in these places. We're going to have clear skies, maybe with a few clouds in the mix. Looking at the West Coast, up in the Pacific Northwest, we'll have some rain on the Washington and Oregon coast, 56 degrees in Seattle today, and then moving down south to California, temperatures will be in the high 70s to low 80s. That is it for today, everyone. This is Abby Lancia with Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Thank you, Abby. That's it for the latest in green industry news, weather, and sports. To hear more and get the daily updates sent to your phone, be sure to download the Turn podcast on your mobile device. That's Turn for Turfs Up Radio News. For Turfs Up Radio, I'm Steve Anthony for The Turn.